What is going on, my Frosty Friends? My name's Wintercasice, and welcome back to the Hayseed Knight. I've actually been meaning to come back to this game for a while. This was a really charming visual novel game that I played a little while ago, and honestly, I really do like it, and I really like the characters. But I don't know too much about it just because of the fact that I only got, past I'm not even past part 1. I only got, 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in? I can't remember. It's been a while, but we're gonna get into this. Anyways, the sun was already up in the sky by the time Adder, which by the way, I kept calling him Ader. His name's Adder. I apologize. Adder managed to remember that he was supposed to go to the bazaar. Next.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to arrive so late. Please don't kill me.
Please don't kill me. Don't kill him. Adder's cool. Hello? But lo and behold, there was no one around.
Ha! What do you know? First again. I'm gonna have to ask for a raise at this rate.
I want to push your luck, Adder. God dang. I really like this character. I really like the voice actor. I did get to talk to the developer a little bit on Twitter, which was really nice that the person was willing to talk to me about it. But the game, the voice actor for this, really did a great job. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I do have the tweet saved, so I might have to look it up. I'll probably put it in the description.
Oh, hold up. Now ain't the time for that. Andy could get here at any...
Oh, God. Dude.
Boss! Ha! Gotcha. You're gonna end up giving someone a heart attack if you don't quit sneaking up on people like that, you know.
Jesus. Man! It's Thor, but in a wolf form. I think wolf, maybe? I don't know.
Right. Don't you think for a second I forgot I was supposed to prepare the stall. No, ma'am.
Oh.
But, you know, days are getting longer and it's harder to sleep at night.
Oh God, Adder, you're just digging yourself into a...
crowded and...
I apologize if I'm, not talking too much. I don't want to interrupt the voice acting, because I really do like the voice acting. Aina's silent glare told him that she didn't believe a single word, but she didn't care enough to pry either.
Hey now! Quit giving me that look, missy. You got here late too.
Yeah! Jeez, missy! She pointed at her hair. It was dripping drops of green water. Green water. I really like her hair. That's so cool. I actually wanted to dye my hair as like a lighter green like this, because it's like a forest green. It's really awesome.
And how is it my fault that you were busy dyeing your hair?
Oh, so you were dyeing your hair. That's awesome. Leaving him with that perfectly valid question unanswered, she walked back to pick up a big bag she'd left a few steps away. She lifted it up with a single hand and then headed towards the stall, closely followed by Adder. It was about time they began working. I wonder what he does. A sudden thought popped up in Adder's mind as he helped her set up their carpet.
So, how come the patron ain't here? It just gonna be the two of us today?
I don't know. Aina simply shrugged. I believe it's Aina. I'm gonna go with that. I feel really bad if I mispronounce another person's name.
You won't tell your pa I got here late, right, boss?
Oh, God. Ow! She punched his arm with such strength that she almost made him fall sideways.
Ow! What did I...
You deserve that.
Oh, tail. Sorry, boss.
What? This little reminder that was a sensitive issue effectively killed the conversation. People from all over Irilum, I believe, again, hopefully I'm pronouncing these right, began congregating in the bazaar, turning the walled plaza into a sea of spice, trinkets, and deer. So it's kind of like it's by any bazaar, really. Which a bazaar, if you guys don't know, is just a massive, market trade. God, the visuals for this actually look really good. Oh, God. I really do like this art style. It's really nice. But yeah, no, so there's tons of people out there, tons of vendors, their foods, all their trinkets and all that are exposed. It's really awesome. I've never been one to one personally. I really do hope I could go to one at some point in my life, because that just sounds awesome. The currents of that sea were still difficult to understand for Adder, who often found himself pushed into the ground in the busiest hours. Today would be especially lively. It was the beginning of the Dawnsoon season, and so the festive Icane. Can I click on this? Oh, there's like entries. Icane, the oldest bloodling that still roams the land. The deer population is mostly located on the Icane steppes. In fact, Icane is just a Cernar abbreviation of the Basic Tet phrase Ikai. Oh, good lord. Ikai Pentan. Those who are red inside. Okay. They were created by on a whim of Bitat, who snuck onto the brothers' garden and have been at odds with most plants ever since. The beasts are their natural enemies for that reason. They take pride in being born strong, value darker fur tones and longer coats of fur, and males value their horns over any other feature they possess, intelligence included, more often than not. They have been united under High King Isifkhun's rule since the Long Silence. Though some tribes still remain independent far to the west, where the steppes come to an end. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool, by the way, developer. I really liked that. A pleasant change from Adder's usual day to working in Aina's forge under the continuous risk of suffering a heat stroke or third-degree burns. Oh, so he is a blacksmith. Oh, that's cool. Or that's what he thought at first.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
We got the best prices in town.
I don't know about that.
Come on and see what goods we offer.
Yay. There was no reaction whatsoever but to his incessant yelling. Other than Aina snickering at him for trying so hard, that is.
Sure must be fun watching me break my back so your dad won't yell at us.
Oh, God. Adder, you really are trying to push it. With a long sigh, Aina sat up and cast a tired glance over the carpet. She reached out and grabbed a small, shiny dagger. Uh-oh. After checking its sharpness against her glove, she began stabbing the air as possible customers approached the stall, attempting to showcase its intended use. Adder quickly put his hands over his shoulders, discreetly bringing her arms down.
You know what? Nah, take that back. There ain't no deer in the world that works harder than Aina of the Test. There just ain't. A hard worker like you deserves a good rest every once in a while, so just let me take care of this, boss.
Wait, she's a deer? Is she? Oh, I guess that makes sense. A doe wouldn't have horns, or the horns would be like little stubs. So, I mean... No, a doe doesn't have horns, if I remember correctly.
No, they don't.
You shush. Who's doing the Let's Play?
Apparently not you.
You shush, Briggs. I like the design, though. That's cute. He did his best attempt at a natural smile. Aina, who couldn't care less about any of this, simply shrugged and sat back, still wielding the knife. That's terrifying. She let her hand fall on one of the stones that paved the bazaar and effortlessly tore it from the ground, deciding that it served better as a sharpening tool.
You do you.
You do you. Yeah, you just stay over there and do you, and I'll stay over here and do me, and we won't do each other, probably. If you guys know where that quote's from, awesome. You shut up. I will come down there. Briggs is on the floor. The hours passed by slowly and painfully, for they were completely ignored by any passerby. Well, actually, avoided rather than ignored. Avoided? Why are they avoiding me? It was no surprise. The merchant, Adder's patron, and his mute daughter were two of the most despised people in the city. Uh-oh. That's not good. In spite of the incredible variety of antiquities and smithery that the merchant had for sale, no one ever bought a single thing. And there were plenty of reasons for that. Even Adder had some serious doubts about working for an old barhand man whose fur was redder than blood and an albino smith that insisted on dyeing her hair green. Barhand. The once proud gazelles are bloodlings created by Hera to prosper in the desert kingdom of... Oh, okay. So, after the war, they became known as the Salvation of Arrogans. More commonly, the Barkan Rebellion. We have two choices: either be banished to Aktemmuserat, the frozen land beyond the spine of Ahimia, or taking refuge in Akazhor, provided they swore allegiance to the High King Isif That wasn't all, of course. They had to give up their all their research on Sifhayet, the manipulation of Hatsa or magic for the common folk to the deer. Bannon Basaketet, definitely in favor of Cernar. Swear off Sifhayet. God, this reminds me so much of like Aragon. A male deer infatuated with a gazelle is marketed as a horn eater. The social stigma is lesser when it comes to does liking gazelles, but it is still frowned upon. Okay, so basically the gazelle and the deer relationships are frowned upon, but they're not exactly like, they're not outlawed. The fact that they worked independently from Ireland's Traders Guild probably had something to do with it too. Yeah, that would make sense. When you work independent from any guild, that typically causes any problem. Especially like from like medieval times. Because guilds were very, very protective of turfs. They were no better. Some were like noble and nice, but others were like just as bad as thugs.
Too close to me.
In any case, it was well after noon, and they hadn't done anything but sit around the whole day. Uh-oh. Adder pressed his lips together and began drumming his fingers against the floor. Why are we long sighing? He looked askance? What? At Aina, hoping his subtle call for attention had stirred her curiosity, but there was no answer. You could tell she's purposely looking away. It's a kiss of my eye. I know it's green, but that doesn't mean anything. He'd have to be the one to actually break the silence, as usual. Well, she's mute.
So, hey, Aina. I bet you're still wondering just what in the world can make a hard-working buck like this one get here so late this morning.
Uh-oh. Aina stopped hitting the rock with the blade. She barely moved her eyes towards Adder. I don't know. I feel like she's got more. There's more to her. I feel like there's more to it.
Well, buckle up, because there's a whole story there. This got to stay between you and I. But,
This morning,
Just having a little.
I ran through a wall.
I ran through a wall. Good thing I have a thick skull, right?
I had to go with the wall thing because that it's like I'm imagining like a cartoon scenario where you just through the wall. God dang. And Adder's attempt at starting some sort of one-way conversation fell short. Yet another awkward silence ensued. But she looks interested in the conversation. He feared in those long seconds of quietness that his words hadn't been heard, or worse yet, that they were, but he was to be ignored for eternity. No, that couldn't be. He'd surely worried her too much. Of course she'd be concerned. What kind of idiot runs straight into a wall and then brags about it? Ah, I shouldn't have told her that, he lamented, thinking of ways to excuse himself for such a dumb thing. Eh? Ow!
What's that for?
Jesus! Oh, my arm! It's Birkin! Why would you Birkin my arm?
What? You get mad when I worry about you, and you get mad when you worry about me? That ain't fair, ma'am. I'm gonna get real mad at you next time you punch a wall. Real mad.
Real mad! I'm so upset right now. I can't believe you.
Please don't punch any more walls. Someone's gonna fix them holes for you.
Well, I mean, that's why you gotta just carry around. You gotta be like a cartoon character. You just gotta carry around bricks and like the cement stuff all the time. Cement mix. What is that? What? I don't know. I can't remember. The best way to define Aina's smile at that precise moment would be terrifyingly mean. God, I feel there's more to this character. While her bad temper was known and feared among the other merchants, it was unusual for her to be so acidic, especially towards Adder. Our dear boy couldn't help but notice this change, and he wasn't going to keep it to himself, of course.
You're acting real ugly, boss.
Oh, dude. Oh, no. Oh, God. The smile on her face vanished, replaced instead by a grimace. In response to this affirmation, Aina merely shifted her gaze back to the blade and resumed her task, pretending she hadn't heard him. Aww. Adder, buddy, dude. But if Adder was known for one thing, it was his incessant need to stick his nose in everyone's business. What's wrong?
What's wrong, Aina?
A wrinkle formed over her nose as she focused on keeping calm, but Adder didn't get the message.
Come on, don't just keep everything to yourself. You know there ain't a single thing in the whole of Dakna you can't tell me.
It's true. No sooner he'd finished that sentence, Aina slammed the dagger she was sharpening against the ground, effectively sinking its tip to the ground.
Right. I know there ain't a single thing you can tell me either. This is one of them metaphors things Gaff loves. He says that a hushed mouth ain't got nothing on an open heart.
You know, that's actually not a bad metaphor. Aina got up all of a sudden, her face red in anger. Adder was preparing himself mentally for the beating that he expected would ensue. But instead, she just plopped down on the ground, sitting with her back against his. Our dear Buck was puzzled to say the least, but Aina didn't make a sound. She just sat behind him, completely still and hidden from the public eye. Of course, the possibility of getting whacked in the head was now even more real than ever, so Adder didn't even attempt to guess why she'd ever do that. I think she's crying. I think she's sad. Aw.
What was the patron thinking?
Well, he probably didn't expect you two to play, hide and seek in the stall.
Hi, Illigrab. Well, Jesus! Adder and Aina immediately jumped away from each other, doing their best attempt at looking half professional. A thunderous laugh resonated over the ruckus of the bazaar.
Illigrab?
Illigrab? Illigrab added,
Respectable Illigrab Buntalos to you, boy.
"Oh my God, yes! I love the voice acting for this game. I mean, seriously, I like Adder's voice acting and this guy it's respectable Illigrab Buntalos to you, boy. That's. Plus, he's all green. It's awesome.
But please, don't hold back on my account. I'll just look the other way.
Of course.
What?
Oh, got a merchant. And so appeared the man that was so red that it would seem that he'd stolen all the color his daughter was lacking.
Patron!
Patron! Is that your name? Why is there a merchant named Patron?
Ah, so he gets the respectful treatment and I don't. I see how it is.
Oh, Illigrab, come on, buddy. Just forgive me this one time, okay?
What's that salacious doll cop doing to my daughter now?
I didn't do anything. I've just been standing here.
They're just strengthening their ties of friendship. Ah, or is this a budding love?
I don't... Oh, God, I love the hearty laugh. But no, that's not what that's no. Okay, no. His merchant shook his cane, hitting Illigrab's twiggy leg with a loud thunk. The tree man just wiggled his mustache in response.
Whoa! Hold up. We weren't doing anything, patron.
That's the problem, you come aground! You lighter sack! You!
Hey, you calm yourself, sir. And there's no need for name calling. A coughing fit saved Adder from more old-timey insults which he could barely comprehend. Oh God, is he okay? Once he had recovered, the merchant put his bearded face next to Adder's, resting the tip of his cane on Adder's chest. He opened his toothless mouth slowly, his breath reeking more like bleach than liquor. Ugh.
You haven't sold a single thing, have you?
I can't help it if nobody wants to buy this stuff, okay? I hate to say this, but your background really makes it very difficult for me to sell your product. Oh gosh. Aina stepping in.
Now, that's hardly their fault, Red.
Aina is true. Thank you, Iliad.
I'm sure this Yaltson was just frolicking with my daughter as usual!
I'm innocent! I was just standing here! I didn't do nothing!
She's old enough to frolic as she pleases.
Oh, good lord.
She hasn't even come of age yet!
Of course she hasn't. There's no way for her to pass that right.
Of course there is! She just needs to open her mouth and stop being an idiot!
Jeez, patron, you're mean!
The only idiot here is the one talking, patron. Aina's just mute.
I wish that rub off on you!
Okay, that one I will admit was funny.
then maybe you'd learn to keep your mouth shut when adults are talking!
Actually, technically, Adder is an adult. I mean, he is a full-grown buck. It's just his horns are short.
But I did pass the coming of age right, sir. I got them adult horns and...
Shut up! Don't you have anything to say about this, insolent child?
Well, she's gone now.
Ana?
Ana, oh gosh.
She walked away while you two were arguing.
Thanks, Illigrab.
Then why didn't you say so sooner, you overgrown sapling?
Well, she looked like she needed it.
She looked like she needed it.
This is all your fault! And yours!
I'm just standing here! He stabbed Adder's nose with the tip of his finger. Ow!
What did I do?
That stupid child's been acting up since you first arrived!
I didn't...
Don't blame the poor boy. She's always had an attitude, and you know it.
Yeah.
I don't care!
Yeah, you just blame me because you don't want to blame yourself.
You two'd better go bugger off somewhere else! Or I swear to Arab that I'll hit you so hard that you'll be cropping out your teeth for a week!
That is the worst root canal I could ever think of. Both Adder and Illigrab winced at that. Alright.
Now, hold up, what?
Come on, Adder. Those two
Clearly want some alone time. I'm sorry. I don't know who the voice actor is for Illigrab, but god dang, I love your voice acting.
And he'll have plenty of that when I leave him tied to the pyre next time I find a mob outside the shop.
Alrighty. Illigrab took Adder by the cape and lifted him off the ground as soon as they walked away. Cape? I mean, it's more of a scarf. Alrighty. Well, we are going on about 20 minutes of gameplay here. I'm going to end this video here just because of the fact that I can't edit down anything. God, this game is so much fun. Honestly, I am going to be playing more of this just because I want to see like more of the voice acting, more of the story. It seems like there's so much more to this. But for now, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. And again, if you guys want to check out the Hayseed Knight for yourself, I will leave a link in the description to the itch.io page, and probably a link to the creator's Twitter page. Again, really awesome individual. I'm really glad that the person actually took the time to talk to me about the game, even though, like, this is just so beautiful. It's so good. But anyways, for now, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you press down that like button like there's no tomorrow. And hopefully, guys, I will get to see every single one of you in the next video. So make sure you take care, and you stay frosty. I'll see you later, guys.